Hey folks, hey, Roland Martin here. I'm deep in the Everglades in my little canoe, and I have one of my favorite lures of all times. That's that devil's horse, and I don't have any kind of sponsorship with it. It's just I enjoy fishing the devil's horse, and it's going to be a topwater day. But one thing I do, and that is I use a backup Senko, and I got my Senko rod ready. Now a lot of times you'll get swirls and strikes on this topwater that you'll catch on the Senko. So let me get my Senko rod out, get it ready. And I'll kind of show you the 1-2 punch. The 1-2 punch of good topwater fishing is having a good backup. Okay, I have, in this case, I don't have a Senko. I have a swimming Senko, which is about the same thing. And I'll leave that on for right now, but I might put just a regular Senko on it at some point. But for right now, I'm just gonna just show you what I'm gonna do with the topwater. You know, the whole key to good topwater fishing, particularly in a calm day like this, is a slow retrieve. Some of the bigger fish on a slow retrieve. So I'm gonna make a cast right in front of me, and I'm just gonna let it sit there a while, and just to see what happens, I'm just gonna let it sit there a good while, and see what happens. Now, also, you see those hyacinths out there? There's a ridge of hyacinths and underwater, well, there's hyacinths there, but there's a ridge of hydrilla right out to the right. So I didn't catch one right here. I'm going to throw to the ridge of hydrilla, which is right there. And I'm just going to let the plug sit on that just for a second. Just let it sit there real solid, real quiet, little bitty twitches. See what happens. Now, let me move it down. You know, what I'll do is I'm just going to just work this area real quick, and I'm just going to paddle about another 50 feet, get closer to those hyacinths, and I'll just go sculling real slow and easy. Don't have to make any noise. Just real slow and easy. Now what I'll be real quiet. I might throw to the right because there's hyacinth. Right by the hyacinths, there's some hydrilla right there. See that hydrilla? That's just a bunch of hydrilla. There's hydrilla in the water right here. Gotta sit there and just barely twitch it. These underwater patches of hydrilla can really be good. I'll throw closer to that little patch of hyacinths. They like to have horizontal cover, and sometimes they'll get underneath those hyacinths as well, and that'll be a really good shot. Now the sun's out right now, so they're going to be in shady places. Okay, let's come a little bit farther forward, and I'm going to throw to the shady side of that little patch of hyacinths. Okay, now we're getting into some real good territory. I'm not quite close enough. I didn't like that cast. I'm going to go a little closer. Okay, get ready. Right to the left side. Woo, right there. Now that is money. That's a money shot. Let it sit there and watch for the swirl. Sometimes you get a little bitty swirl by it. Oh, right there. You just missed it. You just missed it.
Whoa, you got me.
Okay, I'm going to back up. Okay, now here's the deal. I take the rod and I do the backup worm. Backup worm. Okay? Backup worm. Huh. He didn't take it. I have to get a little regular Senko. Barely twitch it. That's the way I like to catch the big ones. I like to catch the big ones just barely twitching it. Okay, and I'll throw it out off these points. Okay, throw it right there. It's close. Okay, let it sit. 5 seconds. 10 seconds. Then maybe when it's about that big, just give it a little bitty twitch like that. Little baby's twitch. Oh, I hit it, missed it. Oh, I got him, son. I got him. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, nice bass. A little bit farther out. He was just a little bit farther out. Nice bass. Big old, son. Yes, sir. A couple pounds, but hey, that's the cool deal. This devil's horse is the deal. Now, this is really sharp hook, so I'm going to be real careful in trying to grab them. I'll come around this way and get them really careful. And I have pliers, but I think I can just work it out this way. Just kind of like this, and then kind of like this. And be careful that you don't hook him. Couple pound bass, okay. There, good, drop him back. Now, you might wonder what this thing here is. That's actually a bimini twist knot. And what that does, you notice, it sticks up straight and it's all twisted around. It keeps it from wrapping, it keeps the line from wrapping around this thing. See how the line wraps around that? Well, that bimini twist makes it stiff and sticks out straight, and it kind of holds it from doing that. Okay, let me get back here and I'll take another nice cast down the shore. You know, that just goes to show you that bass move around a lot. You know, you come through a good area like this, and all of a sudden I take the boat right there, and then 2 minutes later I throw right back where the boat was, and I catch a nice bass. So that means that they're just kind of circulating around. Oh, there's something hit right here. The water has come up. If you notice this hydrilla right here is what I'm trying to fish. The water's come up some, and so consequently, you see this hydrilla in the water. This is all hydrilla, and it's just barely under the water, and so it's 2 or 3 inches under the water. So you don't see it out here, but there's hydrilla all along here. So it's the fish are hiding in that hydrilla. They're in the hydrilla, but I can work a topwater plug right over them. I'm going to throw just a little bit farther out and see what happens. Right out there. Okay, that's a good looking spot. That's about where the drop off is. A lot of times I'll take my single paddle and I'll just scull it forward. I just go like this. To scull forward, I just kind of back and forth. The old Indian trick. Be real quiet. When I lay the paddle down, be real quiet with that. Don't make much noise. A lot of times when you go to paddle like that, you know, you stop reeling like that and then you go to paddle. That's sometimes when they bite it. When it's just sitting there like that, just all by itself, they'll suck it right down. Oh, good bass, good bass, good bass, good bass, good bass, good bass. Nice bass, nice bass, nice bass, nice bass. Yes, sir. Hey, he hit so good he jumped way up in the air. He jumped way up high to grab the thing. Really cool, really cool. Now, I'm going to be kind of careful with this guy. There's a couple ways to grab him. You can grab him there in the lower lip right there and then bend it really good. I got him secure that way. Okay. Okay. Just a couple pounds, but boy, was that ever a strike. He jumped all the way over the plug. Maybe there's another one there. Right there. He's just kind of drifting, and all of a sudden, boy, he just explodes. Oh, there's a good one. That's a good one. There's a good one. There's the big one. That's a bigger fish. That's a bigger fish. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. That's what devil horse fishing's all about. That's the deal, boys. That's a devil horse time. Big old 3 or 4 pounder. Yes, sir. Now I got to be careful. Don't want to get him hooked. I can come in behind his head like this and get him. He's a little bit big for that. I'll try to come right under his chin like here. There, I think I got him. I got it pretty solid. Got him pretty solid. What a neat strike that was. That was really, really a good strike. That was really, really a good strike. That's what devil horse fishing's all about. Topwater is in general is just so much fun. It's just it's that visual action. And when you have the right complement, which I have the right complement, I'll just show you what I'm using right here. This is one of the new Pro Series rods. You know, just recently, just at Memorial Day, in fact, we came out with the Pro Series. Favorite came out with the Pro Series. This Pro Series is a series that my son Scott and Mark Daniels and all sorts of guys, over 10 or 15 pros, we all helped design this series. Now right now there's only 5 rods in the series. I got 4 of them with me, and this is a perfect light tackle rod. This is my little crank rod, but I only have 14-pound test line on it, but I've doubled the line up, 14-pound, and I've put that little bimini on there to keep it from twisting around the front spinner, and that's enough. In this kind of open water, 14's enough. You know, you can get by with that. Okay, then I'm coupling that up with this new Solace reel. And this is that Solace, and this is the 8.1 to 1. In other words, it's a high speed 8.1 to 1, and that's such a nice little reel. I'm just going to go a little bit farther forward and see if there's a third fish there. That was really, really cool. Anyway, I'm going to make a nice long cast to the spot. Let it sit there. Sometimes there's schools of fish that move in, and that's maybe the case here. I don't know. Well, he just really, really garbaged it. That last one was a beautiful strike. You know, you really need 3 or 4 good things for topwater fishing. Let me just explain really what you need. The first consideration in topwater fishing is the right water temperature. You have to have fairly warm water. Doesn't work good on a cold winter day. It's just not a good topwater day. Topwater is better served in the summertime. Well, when the water temperature, say, 65 degrees or higher. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing that's really kind of important in topwater fishing is having it calm enough. You know, if there's a lot of wind blowing, that's not a good topwater day. In general, sometimes I'll catch them on a big noisy whopper plopper when the wind blows, yeah. But in general, this kind of topwater fishing that I'm doing kind of slow and easy and the finesse kind, you want it calm, okay? That's 2 things. The third thing in good topwater fishing is that you need fairly clear water. Now this water's fairly clear. I can look down, I don't know, I can look down, I can see down pretty far. I can see that white paddle. It's that white thing on the paddle is down 3 foot right now. Anyway, it's pretty clear. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Look, they're right here. They're right here. They're right there. They're right there. There's fish all right here in the water. Oh, he's got it. Yeah. Another one. There's a fish right there. I got him. I got him, son. Whole school of fish here. Whole school of fish. See that? Oh, there's another. They're still out there. They're still out there. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, there they go. Here they are. They're right behind us. Okay, now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Okay, just get right over there with your camera. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. He's got it. 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 Oh yeah, bigger fish. I thought it was a little schooling fish, but it's a bigger fish. They're actually schooling. A big, nice 3 and 4 pounder. Nice fish. They're actually busting water and schooling. That was so cool to see him busting and schooling like that. That was really cool. Okay. Okay, I got him loose. Took these pliers to do it though. Oh, there's a good one. There's a good one. I got a big one. I got a big one. I hope he doesn't. Hope the gator doesn't get him. I got a big old bass. I got a big old bass. Yes, there. Oh yes. Oh yes. Big old bass. Big old bass. Oh son. Where'd the gator go? Gator. Oh son. Where'd he go? Come on. Woo. Yes, sir. Big old nice bass. Let's look at that guy. Woo, son. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Good one. Nice, good one. That's a good one. You know, I don't know, 3 or 4 pounds, but you know, the point is, in a small canoe, they seem twice as big. You're at the element, you know, they pull you around, actually. So, I'm just about ready to unhook him. Okay, nice bass, beautiful bass. That's what devil horse fishing's all about, right there, boys. That's the deal. I fish devil horses mainly around structure and weed edges and points and stuff. I'm throwing it a little bit to open water, and that sometimes works, but this isn't my open water top water plug. For an open water plug, I'd use a Zara Spook maybe, or the Whopper Plopper is a good one. Oh, big one. Oh, he hit it. He hit it. Okay, that was a big deal. That was a big deal. He hit the thing and he took it. And he took it down. Oh, big one, big one, big one. Oh yeah, big one, big one. Big bass. Big bass. Big bass. Big bass. That's a big one. Oh yeah. That's what it's all about. This is what devil horse fishing's all about, son. This is what it is. Big one, big fish. Big fish, big fish, big fish, big fish, big fish, big fish. Oh, look at the size of him. This is the size of him. Woo! Ooh. Well, folks, I think I've showed you a few things. Now, I happen to be an underwater deal, looking for this hydrilla out here in the open water. Big old bass in the 7 or 8 pound class. Who said you can't catch a big fish on a devil's horse? That is a big fish, folks. That is a really big bass. I don't know how big it is, but I'm going to go ahead and weigh it. 7.5 pounds. 7.5 pound bass. Woo, son. That is one fine fish. What a beautiful bass. Woo, son. I tell you what, big giant 7 and 8 pound bass like this are going to be caught every day in the Everglades with the right topwater plug. I'm going to let this one go. Well, folks, hey, thanks for watching. Been a great day. We'll see you again soon. Go ahead, boy. There we go. There he goes. What a deal. Woo! Hey, YouTubers. Roland Martin here. Well, today we're deep down in the Everglades, and I'm by myself. I have nobody in the boat with me. I'm just gonna do a single deal, and I'm out here in a bunch of hydrilla. And I slid the canoe down from the car, from the truck. I just slid it down with the rocks. I had a blanket. I put a blanket on the rocks to keep it from scratching it too much. And I'm just going to paddle my way through this heavy hydrilla. Now, I don't have a trolling motor today for the simple reason that the hydrilla is so thick that the only way to get through it is to paddle a canoe through it. I don't think the trolling motor is going to even help me here. So I didn't bring a trolling motor. I'm just going to paddle around in little open pockets. Now, for lures, let's talk about lures. The first thing I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to catch a big fish on a frog. I love to frog fish. Now here's a frog, it's a spro frog, and it's all set up with 65 pound test line, and I have the new Pro Series rod. Okay, I'm going to cast out right in front of me and just make a nice cast in these little open pockets. Just kind of work the frog slow and easy. First cast of the morning, I hate to catch them at first cast. Of course you can, you might. What's happening with the frog? And I don't know if there's any fish here. I heard a fish when I was launching the boat. I heard a big fish bust water. So that was a big deal. Farther. Okay. And you know, the thing about this canoe is I can put it back in the truck real quick. So if this mile or so in here doesn't pay off, I can put it back in the truck and go another couple miles and try some new water real quick. Okay folks, I've just relaunched my canoe. This time I put my trolling motor on and I got a little battery, and I'm going to try going up and down this canal for a second. But first I'm going to make a couple casts. I'm going to make a cast out there, see what happens, see if there's any fish right here. Oh, there's one. I got one. First cast. That was a good deal. That's better. That's a better deal. It's not very big, but at least it's a start. Just throw that one back. Put these pliers up. Make another cast out there. See what happens. A little bit of current right here. They're running some pumps down. See, they move water all around in these Everglades. They just from Lake Okeechobee, and they just are constantly moving water up and down the canal systems here. And I like. Oh, there's one. Hit it. He just hit it. Oh, another one hit it. The big one. I got him. That's what we're talking about. Yes, sir. Now we're talking. Yes, sir. Haven't even started. That current makes a big difference. That current really makes a big difference. When you find current in the Everglades, it's just like, that's the magical deal. That's a nice quality bass. Finally, yeah, we hadn't done much with them before, but now we got a topwater bite going right here in this current, and we'll back it up with a worm. The old worm might pay off really well. Throw it up there. Okay. But see, there's a little bit of current now coming around. Ooh, there's another one behind it. Another one underneath it. Ooh, I got him. Oh, I missed him. Oh, he's got it again. I got him. Look at this guy. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. We got some good fish going here, boys. Yeah. Look at this. I'm just getting started, but the current, I found the current. The current's the deal. Current on the devil's horse. Be careful they don't bite and then flop around. Boy, you don't want to get hooked. I get my pliers. Oh boy, there's a whole bunch of fish out there. And you know that there's a school here. That's the other thing. What happens in this current situation, sometimes, and I'm not saying it's going to happen now, but there's most likely a school here. Okay, try that again. Boy, this devil horse is fun. I'm using a favorite rod. This is the Whitebird series. It's their lower price series, but it has a good action, and I like it a whole lot. It's a 7-foot medium action. Yeah, it's a 7.21. It's a pretty good. It's a 7.2. But it has good action, and it's one of the inexpensive rods. Favorite has, and it's coupled up with the Solus Reel, the old black one, but it casts good. I'm just making a nice long cast out there. I got 20-pound line. Okay. I'll just let it drift to see how it's drifting along in the current. Okay. The top water's fun though. There's something about a visual action, just seeing those fish bite. I mean, you can't beat, you know, particularly a cloudy day like this. You got a beautiful overcast day. It's not much wind. Water is pretty clear. So and it's warm. Okay, there's 4 things that make a good topwater day. You need fairly warm water. You need fairly clear water. Low light's best, and low wind. So you got all 4 situations here that really kind of lead to a good topwater day. And then no more fish right there. That's kind of cool though. What else? There's one. I got one. I got one. I got one. Nice one. Yeah. Nice one. Nice one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now we're talking. The old topwater trick. The old topwater trick. I love it. He's right up against that bank. Maybe even a lot more here. You know, and whenever there's this many fish, I've caught 4 right here. There's probably a big 6 or 8 pounder in here too, as well. So we're gonna try to get that thing going. These are nice scrappy bass. People say, well, be careful of the way you release them. No, bass are pretty tough. Bass are pretty tough. They can handle it. Okay. Okay, I'm all turned around now. And I'm going to ease out here with the trolling motor. Put the trolling motor down the water. Okay. Hitting at it. There you got it. Oh, that's a good one. That's a big one. There's a big one. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Look at this guy. Oh yeah. Big old giant fish. Big old giant one, son. Look at this guy. Woo! This is what we're talking about. This is big time fishing here, boys. This is big time fishing. Oh yeah. Really a big one. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh heavens. Woo! Oh yes, sir. That's the kind of fish. That's the kind of fish that we're dealing with. That's a good one there, boys. Be careful. He's in the 5-pound class. That's always good to have fish that size. There's just so many fish like that in here. Catch a lot of 5-pounders, and yet the 5-pounders, you know, you think could be 10-pounders. But anyway, that's a really quality bass, as you see. Let me just show you another thing I'm doing with this plug. I've taken this is 20-pound monofilament. By the way, you want to use monofilament, not fluorocarbon, because monofilament won't sink as much. Fluorocarbon sinks so far down that when you go to pull the plug on a slow retrieve, it'll pull it under. Well, the other thing that I'm doing here is I've tied a little bimini twist, because this is I'm with some big fish, and that keeps the line out straight. See, it doesn't get around the propeller that way. The propeller would normally wrap that line, but in this case it just does a great job. I throw it out there, and that front propeller will continue to turn. Okay. Ooh, there's a good one. There's another good one. Oh, son, he was a real good one. Man alive. Another one's got it. Another one's got it. Another one's got it. Oh yeah, look at this guy. Now we're talking. Oh yeah. Now, hey, folks, I'm telling you what, we got the deal going here. This is the deal. Top water fishing. Top water time. Top water Devil's Horse time. Woo! Look at that nice bass. Isn't that a beauty? Isn't that a beauty? That's a beauty, son. That's as pretty as can please. Be careful with those hooks. You know, I'm by myself today, and if I hook myself, I'm in trouble. Beautiful, nice bass. Whoa, son. I'm telling you, this current's the deal. I'm gonna just stay on this canal. There's gonna be big ones in here too. So I don't know that I need to go anywhere. Oh boy, that's a good one. That's a good one. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Woo! Oh yeah. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Woo! Hey, not real big, but he sure hit hard. He hit hard as can be. What a deal. What a deal. Man, you know, don't often find a school of fish like this. Heck, the car's right there. I mean, I haven't gone anywhere. I got a school of fish in front of me. Ooh, that double line is doing this job. It's doing perfect. Right out there. Oh, another one got it. Oh, son. I mean, every cast. It's not, these aren't big fish, but it's like every single cast. I don't know, how can you beat that? How can you beat that kind of action? You just can't beat it. I mean, that's some action and a half, son. That is something else. Wow. That is something else. I'm telling you what, folks. This is some kind of a deal. Right here. I've had a strike every cast now for like 10 casts. Another one's got it. Look at this guy. This is way big. This is a great big one. That's a great big one. Like 10 in a row. Big fish, just giant fish. Oh my God. That's good. 3 and 4 pounders every single cast. I mean, this is something else. I don't know where my pliers are. Get my pliers. This is incredible. This is incredible. Incredible, folks. Just an incredible day. And you know, with the current coming in like this, I don't know how many fish are in here. It could be 100. They just keep biting. Really something. You know, you dream about a spot like this. You know, you don't always find them. These are hard places to find. I really don't know why there's so many right here, but there's a ton of fish right here, and these are nice big bass. Nice big quality fish. Nice big ones. I'm going to try to anchor the boat somehow. Yeah, I'm doing all right. That's 10 casts in a row. So, see how many more casts we get. Oh, another one. Another one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at this guy. Ooh, look at this guy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at him. He's big. I told you there'd be some big fish out here. That's a big one. But I'll tell you what, coming down here to the Everglades, you're going to find some beautiful bass. And this is one of them. Make sure I don't... Yeah, coming down here to the Everglades, you're going to find some beautiful bass. Look at the size of that guy. Isn't that a beautiful fish? Now that's what we're talking about, folks. Topwater action at its best. I mean, you don't often find a good topwater day like today. You know, here it is, July. This is in a big old 5-pounders and stuff we're hitting, and we've had like 12 strikes in a row out there. Big giant fish, and some of them are pretty big. This is a pretty big one. And the day's not over, but I tell you what, you'll have to admit, folks, this is great topwater action. And I think I've shown you a few things about fishing the proper deal. I told you about the right conditions that you need, the calm water, the clear water, the overcast day, the low wind. And it's just a perfect combination of catching fish. And you couple it up with a good topwater plug. Of course, we caught some on the frog this morning too, caught some on the worm, but a good topwater plug like that Devil's Horse, and you'll have a time of your life. Hey, listen, I appreciate you watching. Thanks for subscribing. You're so good. I love working with you guys and girls. It's just YouTube. Oh, another big one. YouTubing's a lot of fun. Well, I got some fish to catch, so let me get going. Catch another fish or two. We'll see you again soon.